It's Camdork.
Hello everyone, this is Camdork and welcome to episode number 16 of season number 2 of the My Buildcraft series, where we play Minecraft with the mods Buildcraft, Thermal Expansion, and Forestry installed. Here we are, again, at my base, doing stuff. And last episode we put in this nice, nifty little tree farm. It's working well, and really enjoy how it turned out. It doesn't look great from the outside, so here we go. It kind of doesn't look that great from the outside. Meh, that's okay. We're gonna fix it a little bit. Probably from the outside, not this episode, but I'll probably off camera kind of mess around eventually. Yeah, not in the very near future though. Looks great, works great, that's fine, and it looks great from the inside. I really like how that turned out. But anyways, this episode we are going to be messing around with forestry just a bit more. In fact, we're going to get into something that we kind of barely got into, which was these guys. These being bees. These bees. It's time to do something with them. Now, bees are kind of nice. Basically what our goal is this episode is going to be to set up a system of essentially generating honey. Yeah, just basically having these apiaries and automating them, because right now they're very much manual. So they're just sitting out here, and you put in some princess and drone when they come available, and then there's a queen here, and you know eventually this goes down, 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 down. It produces at least a honeycomb, and then a princess and some drones. And then you have to go into here, you take out the honey, you take out the princess, you take out the drones, you put back in the princess, you put back in the drones. Ho-hum. It's kind of annoying, you have to keep on doing it. You kind of have to do it pretty often, because right now these are meadows queens and drones, and they're really kind of the crappiest bee that's out there. So I want to have a system that will automatically do that for me. And in order to do that, we can set it up right here, but I actually want to set it up someplace else. I want to kind of mess around with these bees in a different location. I've kind of found a decent place to put them. So I want them to be around my base, just like before, just like most of these things, so that it's loaded. I figure I can go up here, and I kind of dug out a little area here, just kind of dug out an extra stairway, and I thought we should put them up here. Ta-da! I know this place is really like small right now, but essentially what I want to do is, and let me just kind of maybe dig up here and see. I just kind of want to remove this block of dirt, this kind of whole area of dirt here. And that's basically what we're going to start off doing. Let's actually start off doing that. Let me just mark out where, okay, there's one place where I want it. We're going to use, if you hadn't noticed right now, we're going to use the filler to do this. I think I want to go to like here. What is this? Let's see. 384. Yeah, 384 in the Z direction. So I want to go over to here. We're just going to clear out maybe right to here. And we're just going to go out here until we get to 384 right here. There is another one. And let's see, that's over there. At this level, we want to go out further. Probably gonna get out this chunk of land, maybe out to here, and then that will make a box. So let me pillar up until I don't want to clear it anymore. Well, anyways, let me pillar up to make sure I collect all of this. So basically, I'm just boxing in this whole area. Yeah, that'll do it. I'll put a little marker there, and then go wee boom, and then right click. It connects them all. It's one big box. Let me get rid of this. I brought my filler. How nice. Boo! And let's power it with some engines. I'll put an engine right here. And I'll put an engine right here. We're just going to use the Stirling engines because it's nice and easy. Power them with coal. And stick a lever here. And set this filler to clear. We've done this before a few times. And there you go. Ta-da! Alright, so I don't really care about any of the blocks in here. I mean, there's some dirt I can grab, you know, if I really want some dirt, which is kind of useful sometimes, because I don't have a way of generating dirt automatically. So I'm going to grab some of this dirt as it's doing this thing, but for the most part, I don't want to clear that stone. I really just want it gone. So that's filler is a great way to do that. Like I said, you really can't grab any of the blocks from it now, but it's a great way to just clear a good area real nice and quick. Woo. So is this, what is this? Efficiency 4 Unbreaking Shovel. That's a really good way to clear things. Wow. So you can't fall from a really big height, or you might die. Huh, I haven't died on camera very often. Anyways, that was a stupid thing to do. Luckily I didn't have any. Well, let me just grab all... Seriously? Ow. Alright, let me grab all my stuff back. Where exactly did it fall? I think I was, I think I was over there. I actually think it fell... I'll show you where I think it fell. And maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm not. Did I actually like fall on my glass pane, my glass ceiling? Let me check it out. I think I might have. Yep, I did. There's all my stuff. All right, let me go grab it, and I'll be back, and hopefully I'll be back when that thing is all cleared. See you in a bit. Well, I have been resurrected, and it's all done. It's all cleared. I actually had to do this manually a little bit as well, but let's head up there and disassemble the stuff. Let's take this stuff away, and we'll see what we get. So, woo, yay. Yay, got my stuff back. I should just leave this switch right here. Cool. Alright, yeah, this is the empty area, and actually I missed a beehive up here. I won't grab it just yet because I want those bees to look and say, man, I wish I was a bee over in here. Speaking of which, anyways, this is ugly stone, so what I'm going to actually do is replace all this stone with dirt, and we'll grab some of that right there. Yeah, I'm going to replace all this stone with dirt so that it can be a nice grassy area here. So it's going to have to grow a little bit, but that's okay. Because we have some grass already here, so we just need to have it grow. It might take a little while, though, because grass takes a while to grow. But, you know, it's going to happen. And then we'll also grab the bees down there. So let me kind of make things... You know what? No, let's grab bees. Let's grab the bees. You know, I should probably eat something, otherwise I won't heal. Yep, we don't want to fall again and cause problems. It's an embarrassing way to die. So these are all humming along, except for this one. So yeah, basically this is what I have to do manually now. At the end, when the hive is done, when the apiary, when your queen, this is sort of the life bar of the queen, when this queen dies, she creates drones and princess. Usually 2 drones and 1 princess. I've seen it where it's just 1 and 1 though. But you can always at least have one. I've never seen it where it's nothing, at least not yet. So you can basically take this princess, put her right back into here, and take any drone and put them into here, and then the process starts all over again. Since I am going to actually get rid of these hives or move these apiaries up there, I won't put them back in. But I have some other bees here. Let's actually look in our apiarist backpack. Let me just throw these suckers into my apiarist's backpack. Okay, I got a lot of bees already, but not too much. So I got some drones, got some forest drones, got wintry ones, marshy, modest. I'm actually missing jungle bees. I don't have any jungle bees, I don't think. I need to find some. The modest ones are essentially desert. I can't grow them because I'm not in a desert biome, so I have to do stuff with them. Ender stuff, I don't know where they grow. I guess they grow only in the end. I'm not really sure. You can change the environments a little bit, but it's kind of difficult to do that. Yeah, wintry, it's probably not cold enough here, so I'm not really sure what to do with these other than maybe crossbreed them and do some things with them. I really have to play around a little bit. But what we're first going to be doing is, like I said, setting up essentially these to produce, not the parched combs, just the honeycombs. And that just gets us honey and some propolis a little bit, which is what we need for a lot of other things. And we need it also to power this beealyzer, which is a fun little tool. We might get into using that a little bit today. But really I'm just going to get my automated stuff going. Let me pretty up the area over there, put some grass down, and then we'll come back here, take these apiaries, stick them back up there, and start to automate this sucker. Alright, See you in a bit. We are ready to move these bees. So I got these guys right here. Hello. We're gonna move them up to the new area, their new home up there in the balcony. This thing's running pretty cool. Oh, let me show you before I do that, the tree farm. Now, the tree farm we made last episode, here she is in all her glory. It's now sorting these saplings correct, first of all. I used the standard Minecraft saplings, which are called oak saplings. What's made in this tree farm, though, are apple oak saplings. It actually specifies, because forestry has trees that kind of have different trees. And these sort of standard trees are called apple oaks. So I had this as oak sapling, not apple oak, and so it wasn't able to sort those apple oak saplings, which is why I had like no saplings in here for some reason. But now I'm starting to generate saplings. The other thing was that I was really quickly filling this chest up. So, you know, now we're getting close to filling this up. It won't take too long. So what I did was add this, which is a way to shut it off automatically. So now I don't have to do anything. Basically, the farm will be on when this chest is not full, and when this chest is full, the farm will shut off. So how that works is basically here's the farm control block. When you supply power to the bottom of this block, it shuts off the farm. So basically what this is just a really simple system. When the inventory is full in this chest, it sends out a red pipe signal. That red pipe signal goes here. And then when this gets a red pipe signal, it sends out a redstone signal. So basically that means when this chest is full, it supplies a redstone signal and shuts off the farm. Pretty simple, no big deal there. So I just wanted to show you guys that before we moved on. Yeah, I like this whole setup. These farms are pretty cool. I think, ooh, where am I going? Before we go a little further, this kind of area we just made here, we're going to kind of keep this theme, and I'm going to basically build this out all the way to the, well, it's not too far, I guess. Yeah, I guess it doesn't go too far to the edge of the mountain. But I'm going to build it out, and yeah, by the way, I don't really use this too much. It lags down the game, but it's here just in case every now and then I want to run it. But I'm going to build this out kind of over there, probably, expand out that way, and maybe even this way, and that's going to be my farms area, I think. Although I still haven't decided what to do with that big room upstairs. But anyways, let's go there now, because we did want to... I'm just making some things. We did want to put in these apiaries, because we've got to start our bee production. Or at least our automating of the bee stuff. See, I don't know what I'm going to do with this room. I had ideas before, and then I'm like, yeah, let me dig it out. And now I kind of don't have those same reasons. Okay, well, we'll think about that in a bit, but now is not the time. Now is the time to use this little area I have here, this little deck. I'm probably going to make it a little bigger. I don't know if I'm going to keep this gentle curve. I might make it a little more square, but for now, let's kind of start by putting down our apiaries. We only have 4 right now, but we may not even run them all because I need these pipes to make this system work. Now, if you guys have watched Direwolf 20, he does a lot of cool things on his own channel as well, and we're basically going to do his same automating setup for the most part, at least for the same, mostly the same of what I saw. So let's clear out some area here so we can use this. We actually don't need, whoops, this one block. So basically, how this is going to work, we're going to automatically, so basically what it's going to do, it's going to automatically take out items that pop up here, which means that when a honeycomb is produced, it's going to take it out in our setup, in our automated setup. When a princess or queen dies and she makes a princess and drones, we're going to take those out. And then we're going to sort them so that the bees go back in the hive, or the appropriate bees go back in this hive, and other things go other places. Oh, actually, I do need this area below here. I forgot that. Oops. And in fact, just because, yeah, I know I put in this grass, but I want to get rid of it for a second, so I have plenty of room to work. I hate being cramped. All right, cool. This is good. This is good. So let's put some apiarist pipe. For now, we only have 3. We're going to have another one over here eventually. So for now, let me just take away this apiary, just because we don't have an apiarist pipe to go with that. So we're going to put some wooden pipes right here. And then it's going to be alternating cobblestone, cobblestone, and a stone in the middle. Because we don't want them to meet until we say so. At the end of all this, I think I'm going to store my bees. So for now, let's put it like there and like that. Let me make, no, you know what, I'm just going to put it right here. Yeah, for now, I'm just going to store my bees in a chest here. And these are other bees, and you'll see what I mean in a second. And then we're going to need some iron transport pipes, and this is where the items are going to go. The items are going to be ejected like the honeycomb that's generated. It's going to be ejected to the bottom, and that is where we are going to go. Woo, way over here. Probably, let's go like right here. Yeah, let's do it like right here. That's where we'll do it. Let me kind of dig out this little area here so I can run the pipe. And we're just gonna do 3 and then stone the rest of the way. They changed the color of stone so it looks a lot like the iron, or they changed the color of the iron. I'm not really sure which one, but I still am not used to it, even though it's been quite a while since they've changed it in the mod. For now, let's just use 1 chest. This is a kind of a temporary setup. We're gonna probably have it automatically go to a centrifuge and have it just automatically centrifuge, but for now, I just want to get honeycombs. And let's see, we'll need a wrench. Make sure things are going in the right direction. That way. Oops, that way, that way. Okay, so that should automatically do things. And now let's set up these Apiarist, these Apiarist pipes. So if you right-click on them, they're kind of like a diamond pipe interface. So white, red, and black. Green is where it entered from. Basically, the setups are set here. You can specify what things you want to go where. So for example, to the white is back to the hive. We can specify anything, which would mean items as well, which we don't want. Only items. You can specify any old bees, which will work just fine. But we're going to take it a step farther and say that these, I want to actually have purebred bees. And what that means is that bees that aren't don't have any random mutations, and I think that's something that does actually happen in the forestry pack. So for example, let me, let's see, find one. Okay, here you go. This is one I've actually identified before in the beealyzer. So I don't have any more honey at the moment. If you already identified a bee, you can put him back in the beealyzer and he'll give you some more information. So we're not going to do too much with the beealyzer today, but basically it gives you a lot of information about the bee, depending on what you have in this slot. If you have honey, you get this information that you're seeing right now. If you have, I think, honeydew, that gives you more information, I believe. But honey, right now you can see there's an active trait and an inactive trait. And if you're familiar with genetics at all, these are kind of like your alleles, and this is kind of like an allele, and this is like a dominant gene and a recessive gene, kind of. So the active is what it actually shows. This is what the bee actually sort of looks like, and it is. Inactive is traits that could be possible in the offspring. Let's put it that way. Just to simplify things a lot. As you can see, this is forest. So in the offspring, they will also be forest. Except, I believe, according to this, there's some mutations that can happen. So in case one of these mutations happen and we get something really cool, I don't want to just throw it back in the hive. I might want to do something special with it. So I'd like to have a way of controlling that, and basically choosing only the ones that are purebred to go back into this hive. And that's what we're going to do. So let me make this day again, and we'll be right back. Ah, it is day. I've tried to stay in the exact same spot as last time. I hope I did. That would be kind of cool. Anyway, so basically what I have set up is this is our bee chest, which is going to be for any random mutations or bees that couldn't fit in the hive. The other aspect of this is that drones will stack in here. And so sometimes you make a princess, and 2 drones, in which case you will end up with an excess of drones in here. And so if either drones can't fit anymore into here, or if they aren't able to stack for whatever reason, I I want them to be sorted somewhere else. And so that's where we're going to go to the red side here. So red side means any other bees with mutations. White, we want to just stick with purebred bees. So that's why I want to set it to purebred bees. Black is down, and that's going to be items. So basically what I want is, what's left is any other bees, which I can say, I think any bees, but that means that any bee that enters here could go through either the white or the red. What I actually want to set it to is anything. So that means when a bee comes in and is purebred, it will definitely go to the white. If a bee comes in and it's not purebred, it'll go to the anything. If I set this to bees, any bees, that means that if a bee comes into this pipe and it's a purebred, it has a 50% chance of going into the white, a 50% chance of going into the red. So that's why we need this to be anything, because that guarantees purebred bees go up, and any other bees go this way. I hope that makes sense. So that's what we're going to set everything to. So black is items, white is purebred, and red is anything. So it's the same directionality here. There we go. And whoop, anything. Okay. Anything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and items. Okay. Now let's get our bees in there. Let's open up our Apiaries backpack. I'm going to use Meadows Princess. I hope these are the purebred ones. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm not positive about that, though. You know, I can actually probably use these Meadows Queens, but I think these might have been ones I bred otherwise. So we're just going to do Meadows Drones for now. I think... Okay, these drones have to be the ones that I was... these have to be the ones that are... let's call them purebred. So I'm just going to use 3, just because, you know, 1 per hive right now, because I just want to see this thing work. Okay. Meadows Princess, all right, and a drone and a princess, and both the drone and a princess go away, and they produce a queen. And as you see, this is basically her life bar that goes down slowly, and she produces honeycombs every now and then. These slots are for frames, things called frames. Let's go into NEI right now and type in frames. Oh, can't search for it apparently. Oh, there you go. Impregnated frame, there's different versions, but basically an untreated frame, which is pretty easy to produce. This is, it's cheap, but it allows you to produce more things. Now we can automate the throwing in of frames to these apiaries, but that'll require another episode, and I have to think about exactly the best way to do it. But you'll see in a second how we can possibly do that based on some logic that's actually built into Forestry and Buildcraft. And how we get things out of these is through Alt-R kick gates. Now we could just have them on all the time, but that's kind of not very elegant. I only want them on when I need them to be, in which case we're going to say when there's items in the inventory, go on. Which is pretty cool. So notice that there's also some other options that are specific for the apiary. If it's missing a queen or princess, missing a drone, no frames, this is the option that we're going to be able to use to basically send some frames. And I have a way I can do that now, but I'm going to wait till another episode to do that. For now, I might not even use frames. So items in inventory, energy pulse, or just get those items out of there. And then once they're out of there, this won't pulse anymore. And so this only will run when it's needed. So when there's things to pull out. And as you notice, whoops, things in here and here don't count as being in the inventory. Inventory is only these slots right here for the apiary. Pretty cool. And it is kind of cool also to note that there's a lot of different things here. Now you'll notice that these actually aren't producing, and that's right, when you right click it says no flowers. So you need to actually supply them with some flowers. I don't know how far away they need to be. Let's actually try them here. I'm interested to see if they'll start. It takes a second or two to figure out, yep, this guy started, so I guess he found him. This guy too. And this guy too. Yeah, so everybody's running. Huh, that's interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if you start out with red, does it only just plant red flowers? I don't know, because you'll start to see these will generate flowers around here. So I'm actually going to kind of use this as a little bit of an experiment. I want to see how, if it plants yellow flowers now, and you start to see yellow flowers pop up. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's any yellow flowers around here. I don't believe so, so I don't think there's a chance of cross-pollination, but I don't know how far the way that has to be. But anyways, bee, ha 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 ha. Anyway, I'm gonna wait. I need more propolis before I can put in more of these automated apiaries. So that's what I kind of have to wait for. But as of now, we're pretty much done. That's kind of everything that I wanted to do in terms of these bees right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait for this to do some things. Maybe generate some more propolis. Maybe get some more stuff. Think about how to put in those frames, and maybe we're gonna set up the centrifuge area in a bit. So I'll be right back. Hooray! Alright, we are back, and this is running pretty well already. No random mutations of bees, and these things are going just fine. I actually added some untreated frames. Again, these are really easy to make. Just sticks and some string, and they get a decent amount of honeycombs. Your honeycomb production will increase like crazy if you put in those frames. And the different types of frames just make it a little more efficient, and they also last longer. But these work just fine for me. But as you notice here, we're going to do one last thing before I go. Oh, you know what? And one of those last things, is going to be to put in this light, actually. Let me go back up here. Let's do it this way. You know what? I'm going to put in, like, a nice roof eventually. So for now, let's do it this way. Oh. Too many things. We'll grab them later. Turn it on. This will be my two lights. Come on. There we go. Alright, close them up. Oh, that's not really what I wanted to put there. That's okay. Alright, now let's hide that up. Yay, it's just like a mountain. Who cares? Alright. Woo. Alright, so cool. We're going to put in the centrifuge here. This switch is going to run the whole thing. Basically, do you want to run it or do you not? We're going to put the receiving chest, so that one we're essentially going to move to here. And that's going to be the product chest. And basically, we're going to have it set up so that you do that and that. And the reason why we're not putting them right next to each other is because of kind of the way that things have to work here. You'll sort of see in a second. I'm actually going to use some sensing to see when this inventory is full or empty, and if I put the chest right next to this pipe, it won't know which inventory I'm talking about. So that's why I kind of have to have this set right here. The other aspect of that is because this is a forestry machine, this centrifuge, it's that means that it must have items pumped out actively. So in order to pump items out actively, it's really pretty easy. You just set this to if there is items in the inventory, set it to energy pulse. And that's fine, and that'll work just perfectly fine. Because when I put an item in here, it isn't sensing this as items in the inventory, so it's not going to take it out. Oh. It's actually started to go. That actually shouldn't happen. But it did take out those items. So let me take another honeycomb. Actually, wow, we already have 20. Wow, nice. Let's do it again. This shouldn't actually be working, huh? It should be energy enabled when it's high. I thought this would work because you can actually put redstone right over top of this. I think I need to do this way. I think I need to do this. Alright, now let's see what happens. Unless there's residual energy. I think there might be stored energy in here. Come on. Yeah, there very well might be stored energy. I don't know how much energy these machines can store, but it should be off. So, okay. And then I want this to actually have an autarkic iron gate. And basically, when this is on, it's going to receive a redstone signal. So I only want it to do... Oh, I wanted an AND gate. Oh, I need an AND gate there. Damn it, I gotta make an AND gate. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Actually, I have... you know something pretty cool? You can actually turn this OR gate into an AND gate by just crafting it with a chipset. Bam! Nice. Nice. Didn't know that. I actually kind of looked it up and I'm like, hey, what do you know? I can actually do that. So this way, if this has a redstone signal, it will recognize it. And by the way, this actually stopped. So this actually stopped. There was some energy stored up in here. But you see, this is not recognizing those honeycombs as being in an inventory. But anyways, when this gets a redstone signal and the inventory has items in it, it will energy pulse. But only if it's both. That's what the whole AND gate thing is. So, I could put items in here. This is getting one true, but it's not taking those items out because not both things aren't true, right? So both things have to be true. Did I take all the honeycombs? No, I think I left some in there. And during this time, you see, I think my frames are just about done. So my excessive, awesome honeycomb production is kind of just about done. That's okay. All right, so let's run it. Boo! There it goes. And as you see, this is running just fine. And yeah, this is pretty cool. You can actually put redstone on top of a redstone energy cell. Who knew? There it is. That's pretty much it. It's going to do that. This centrifuge works pretty quickly, so it's not too bad. Yeah, and it'll only pump out items when I need them, and now I can just kind of directly generate some honey. Because I don't really need to store honeycombs, other than to save some inventory space. But there you have it. Make sure this is lit up plenty so that there's no mobs that spawn in here, and that's excessive, but that's fine. And there you go. Alright, we did it. Hooray, I'm happy. How about that? Hey, answer to our question, we have yellow flowers here growing as well as red. So yeah, the bees can generate any flower, red or yellow. You know what? I think that's pretty much going to do it, guys. I'm just going to run this line to go directly to this chest instead of that chest. But other than that, not going to be too much to do, and I'll do that off camera and just have a ball doing it. But there you go, the start of our bee production. It is very modest at this point, but running along pretty nicely. Alright guys, I will see you next time, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.